Hello, InModias here. Let me preempt this by saying that I have not cut my hair. It's just tied back, see? Okay, glad we got that out of the way. Anyway, pay close attention because for the first time I am shouting out a theist. His name is Thereprieve. I'll leave a link in the sidebar to his channel. And this is a theist with a brain. He has good things to say. He's thoughtful, intelligent, and I encourage you to check him out. I haven't seen all of his videos, and if you disagree, that's cool. I'm just asking that you give him a chance and check him out. He and I had kind of a bitter exchange in the beginning. We had a nasty text war for a couple of days, but after that we apologized to each other and became friends. I saw his video this morning, his response to Freethinker3161's, with regards to taxing churches. And I have to say that for the most part I agree with him. I want to go over a couple of points on which I don't agree. First of all, I don't think that we necessarily will find ourselves in a position of having to give up petitioning for the removal of things like the Ten Commandments and other theistic parts of the community that are already in with the government. But I do think that we would lose our legs in a certain sense with regard to those, because if this idea of no taxation without representation, it's not a new idea, of course. I'm sure you're all familiar with it. The opposite of that, of course, is with taxation, one is entitled to representation. Now, I don't know about you, but I already have a pretty big problem with what the religious right is doing in this country. Now, if we tax churches, then we wind up with them having, at the very least, a greater stronghold. And that's just on the Christian end of things. For those of you who are familiar with the any sort of theocracies as far as the Muslim end of things is concerned, you're probably also familiar with Sharia law. As the Reprieve made clear in his video, you can't tax one religion without taxing all of them. If religion is taxed, and again, it's not a guaranteed, necessary thing that will absolutely happen, but it plants a seed, a very negative seed, on the Muslim end of things for the advent in the United States of Sharia law. And Sharia law is very scary, and I think in some of the Western European countries right now it has been accepted to a certain extent as far as deciding certain civil cases is concerned. But if it were put on the same playing field as government, if they're given that strong a voice in government, then they have a chance to at least attempt to enact it here. And even if it didn't work, even if it failed completely, we would have a heck of a fight on our hands. So, in short, I think taxing churches is a very bad idea. I think it can have some horrible ramifications. Now, Freethinker3161, I also encourage you to check out his channel. He's quite thought-provoking as well. He did make a good point in saying that times are tough and we could certainly use the money. And I agree, we certainly could. But this is not the place to get it. If anything, the religious end of things will simply become more intolerable than it already is if we decide to tax them. No, I still haven't got my glasses fixed. I guess that's about it. I just would, I may have more to say on this later. I'm very tired right now, so I apologize for my incoherence. Yeah, don't tax the churches. Not a good idea. Make sure you take all sides of the story into consideration before you weigh in on it. Thanks for watching.